YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage back in the Kholek Sun Eater campaign, where we're about ready to teach the Varg a lesson in how they are stunted slime and should just crawl back under the rocks from whence they came. And Archaon is starting to get his groove on here. That was a huge defeat of Tylea, and they lost almost all of their 3,000 troops. This is a significantly scary army here, and that's exactly why we have hell cannons. So I may just leave one cavalry less and get one extra infantry or hell cannon, maybe a hell cannon, because infantry and hell cannons are going to be just as useful to me against the dwarves, and only a couple of chariots really will be the most I can honestly micromanage. And I do have to pause and stuff like that. I'm going to try and get better over time, but it takes a lot to manage a fight that big. It looks like the dwarves are moving towards me, so I'll kind of move away from them and continue my camp so that I can get rebuilt as Archaon to have the best chance of fighting them off. I thought this guy had a critical failure. I'm kind of surprised. Did Varg turn around and run? I think they did. Fine with me. Did they sack Beckhoffen? They probably ruined all this vampire stuff up here and made it not worth my... Yeah, none of this stuff's worth my while for the vampires. It's all itty-bitty. I'm going to move down and work on taking out what's left of the Empire, because I don't think the vampires have a lot of loot to offer me, really. Okay, back into the camp, and then, yeah, we'll hit down, get Grinzdat, Swartzoff, and the Moot, and just kind of work our way through there. Let's check the movement range. So Archaon is still outside of these guys' movement range. So what I want to do is move as far up into the pass as I can. Hopefully I can stay 2 turns in front of these guys, because I'd like to recruit some units here. The Hell Cannon will take 2 turns. And then I honestly think I'm just going to get a couple more Chosen. Let's get Chosen with great weapons. I'll get one more standard Chosen, just in case I have to tank some dwarf skirmisher fire. So that would be ideal for me. The 4 hell cannons would allow me to put a significant ranged beat down on the dwarves. So let's see what happens. I'm assuming the dwarves are going to push forward, at least one of them. Oh, wow, they have 3 stacks. Let's see what their movement looks like to see whether all 3 of them can get to me in one turn. If they fight me one by one, I think they'll do poorly, because I need one more turn to finish recruiting my hell cannon.
Don't think so.
So that stack can reach me. That one can get into reinforcement range. That one probably can too. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to turn back on that hell cannon and move further into the pass to get away from these guys. So what we will do see, like, these 26 Chaos Knights probably won't be as valuable to me as another unit of infantry. So I'm going to go ahead and disband them, and I'm going to recruit up another unit of Chosen with great weapons. And then, actually, I'm trying to think. So Forsaken wouldn't be good against armor, but are the dwarves fielding a lot of skirmishers? They sure as heck are. And a lot of cannons. So Forsaken are actually a pretty decent unit for chasing that kind of stuff down. So I could have like a line of armored infantry here, which I do, and they'll do well, but I'm almost kind of thinking about throwing a bunch of Forsaken in, or at least a couple of them. Oh, I can't train Forsaken. Crap. They would have been perfect for this, because they're fast. Oh well, we'll just take the Chosen with great weapons at this point, so that we have as many warriors to stand against the dwarves as possible. Varg is acting like they're kind of following me now, which is fine, whatever. Not really interested in them. They're small fish. I want to head down here and take out the rest of the Empire. The dwarves have put up an unreal resistance here at the Silver Road, just churning out stack after stack after stack. The dwarves went into underground movement, which is why it gave me an opportunity to intercept, but I do not want an opportunity to intercept. And it looks like Clan Angren foolishly left the rest of the dwarves to fend for themselves. This guy's not in an underground movement. I don't have lightning strike yet, though. If I had lightning strike, this would be the perfect opportunity to use it. Just absolutely perfect. I'm going to back out of their range one more time and try and get the most favorable engagement against the dwarves as I can. So we'll see what happens. And then let's take Kholek. And we're getting closer to Schwarzhofen. And all of our units are just about retrained there, so let's see what happens on this turn in. Okay. The dwarves have probably gone into an ambush, or they've moved. If they've gone into an ambush, it could be risky for me to move forward. I don't know what else I can do, though. I mean, I've got to go back down to the Silver Road at some point. Okay, they went underground. Perfect. And now they're a couple of turns away from really being able to affect me. So I think what I'm going to do, actually, is disband and go ahead and train up another Hell Cannon. And that'll put me in what I think is an ideal dwarf killing scenario. Schwarzhofen is going to have minimal defenses. It should be ripe for the picking. It's Karl Franz and a whole bunch of warrior priest and a witch hunter. And some demigryph knights on top of all that. Forsaken, some armor piercing, lightning strike doesn't really help me. This isn't really worth fighting, though. Just auto-resolve it, take the money, and it's not even worth the money, so we'll just replenish. It's unfortunate, because I kind of need some money. I mean, I don't need it bad, but I'd sure like to have some. Marauder, Advocate. Advocate's worthless. We got Arcane Conduit. Yeah, I mean, all the rest of this stuff is pretty worthless. We'll just go after Adept. Alright. Archaon. One more turn and he's got his Hell Cannon, or 2 turns and he's got his Hell Cannon, I should say. Oh wow, the dwarves have another army over here at Karak Dromar. So we might use Kholek to take down that dwarf army. It might be more entertaining. Clan Angren's in my vicinity as well. Near the Moot. Ah, opportunity to intercept. Here we are. So it says the dwarves are going to win. I'm up against a level 1 lord. They do have a very, very powerful infantry component. And they have a lot of iron breakers. Let's fight it. Let's have some fun. Take on a big old Clan Angren army. That is a lot of iron breakers and hammerers. My infantry is pretty inferior to their hammerers. But my monstrous units... And why do I have a Chaos Spawn unit in this army? I don't remember training that or needing it. Seems kind of pointless. Alright, so I want my Forsaken way out on flanks. Because I want to use them to go after skirmishers, hopefully. And then our halberds are going to make up our main line, obviously. Nice and thin. It's not like the dwarves have any cavalry to strike me with. I would like to use our monsters to create a blob out of the Dawi, so that we can maximize damage from our sorcerer and rear charges and stuff like that.
We serve the gods. Slaanesh is desire. So be it.
Okay. Start the deployment. Gonna move up. Clan Angrund. Yeah, the best thing we can do is get these guys to blob up. I'm a little bit concerned, though, with how many blasting charges they're going to be able to throw in from Iron Breakers. It's not going to be a small amount. And let's just go test the waters a little and see what it looks like. In fact, let's get over here and go straight into those handguns first. Like I said, I'd like to cause an infantry blob. We don't want to engage with Forsaken. Let's pull these guys back a little. Okay, straight into the handguns. Let's actually fall back over here and try and lure some of the dwarf forces away from where they want to be. Okay, we've gotten the handgunners. Oh my, iron breakers. Speaking of, we need to get over here and get these rangers with great weapons in a big, big hurry. Wow, those iron breakers though. I totally forgot about the rangers. Wow. Well, at least that one unit kind of took the brunt of it. Let's get group. Hang on, let's hit play. 5. You all keep falling back over to here. Get into the iron breakers. Come on through. Group 2. Get into the rangers with great weapons. We've got to get into the rangers with great weapons. Okay, rangers with great weapons. Chaos. Forsaken. Okay. We are luring the Dalwi infantry back over here and creating a rather nice juicy blob out of it. Right there. Let's pick these guys up. There we go. Not as good as I had hoped, but it will work. Into the rangers with great weapons. Forsaken are going to stand back here on cleanup duty. Keep pulling the Dalwi back so we can focus them down piecemeal. Let's get over here. Let's get these guys back up in the air. Okay, I think we can actually go ahead and charge into some of this combat. My knights need to cycle out. Oh my goodness, those iron breakers. Okay, let's get around group 2 into the rangers with great weapons, please. I don't want any rangers with great weapons alive. Like these guys over here. Group 2, get into the blob. Kholek. Put some lightning down there. Okay. And let's see if there's decent opportunity right there. Okay, let's get our Manticore free because they don't have the kind of staying power that we would like. Okay, perfect. Let's move these guys in, take out the rangers with great weapons. Okay, I really want you back in the air, Manticores. I'm quite serious about it. Don't want you dead. Really know the Dalwi can't stop you from getting in the air. There we go. I know that from sad experience. We're going to lose pretty much all of our infantry, but that will be of little concern. Our Dragon Ogre Shaggoths have just absolutely laid waste to the dwarves. Okay, Manticores got back in and picked off the rangers. Perfect, got our knights in. Group 5, group 2. Let's take out the Dalwi Lord. And let's maybe do a little help on the Dalwi Lord here. Or actually, let's give Kholek the Mind Razor. Get some power surge. Let's get our cavalry out of this. Okay, the Helm of Discord worked rather nicely. The Dwarf Lord is dead. Our Iron Breakers, they're not immune to psychology. Let's take advantage of that. See if we can terrorize them. Okay, Chaos Spawn down here doing a nice job of just keeping these guys busy. The unit I didn't really want anyway. And that's going to be the end of Clan Angren. A respectable showing, actually, by the AI there with that very difficult army. But no match for a ball of Dragon Ogres, as nothing has proved to be just yet. All that's left are some Slayers. You guys can run them down. And the Slayers are gone now, so... At least I think they are. No, there's still 1 or 2 Slayers down in there somewhere. Alright, that's it, folks. So, sneaky Clan Angrund, or at least they thought they were, has been defeated. The Dragon Ogres just get so many kills, and the Dwarves didn't have any prayer of stopping them. Halberds did better than I thought they would, honestly. Not good, but they, like I said, better than I thought they would. Picked up some nice loot off that fight. A little over 9,000 in total. Take that every day of the week. And I think I want to just move up and do a little bit of replenishing before I do any more attacks, instead of getting too risky here. Merge the Chaos Knights. It leaves me down quite a few troops, but again, I mean, there is this Clan Angren army here, but even it would be pretty much defeated just alone by my monsters. And they're not really... I mean, they could attack me. Well, no, they're in a speed march, so I don't know if they really could attack me effectively. I'm going to keep picking the Halberds until the Empire is gone, because the Halberds are more multi-purpose, decent against other infantry, and pretty good against cavalry. I can't move out of the encampment because we're still doing the Hell Cannon, so let's move along. Oh, this one was for Clan Angren. I forgot to play it for him. Oh yeah, shameful display to Clan Angren. Oh, I left my agent up there, my bad. He's so useless that I just forget about him from time to time. Here, let's try and use him. Just for the lols. Oh wow, look at that. Exalted Hero for the win. Let's give him Authoritarian and we'll try and maybe get to Champion or something. Why not? Just have a little fun with him. Let's keep the research going. Archaon's army is pretty much rebuilt in one turn, which is definitely one of the dangers that he can present.
I am a Rune Lord.
A Rune Lord and a Rune Smith with a lot of artillery.
Not likely.
I don't really want to fight that, but I kind of need to. It's going to be annoying to fight all that artillery. The dwarves get so many hits with their artillery all the time. And I'm not even sure if they would attack me. They might. I doubt we're going to get any real loot off of the moot. Not loot off the moot. Let's just attack the Dawi. We can lightning strike. Heck, this is even better. So, in fact, now I don't even have to waste another battle on the Dawi. I mean, we know we're going to win this. It's just going to be an absolute beatdown. So let's enjoy the beatdown. Let's fight it. And then we'll mop up the rest of them on auto-resolve. Gotta enjoy something. Lure of Shadows ended up being a great pick. Occam's Mind Razor, Enfeebling Foe. Pit of Shades, obviously my favorite. Pendulum. Almost everything in the Lure of Shadows is useful, honestly, whenever you get into campaign. Alright, I'm going to take Forsaken around the ends, and I am going to just go smash face first into the Dawi. Put him in group 3. Chaos Knights kind of out here on their own. I do not want my Manticores taking a lot of heat here. Okay, let's go silence all their artillery. There's a bunch of bolt throwers, grudge throwers. Yeah, let's just go shut it down. Get some support up as quick as we can get it. We are actually probably going to take some pretty stiff damage here from the dwarf artillery, assuming any of it hits. And the gyrocopter can unload on us all day long. Actually, let's go into the thunderers. Oh wow, those grudge throwers are doing a number on my infantry. Get up here. Okay. Group 1 has arrived. So, gonna get the thunders out of here. Let's get our sorcerer over to lend some aid. What the heck happened to Kholek? Alright. None of his abilities I can use just yet, but at least we got the whole enemy army focused on us, which should take some of the heat off. Longbeards, Forsaken. Let's get over here. Pit of Shades. Should be a good spot for it. Let's keep moving around. I need my infantry to come engage dwarf infantry. Okay, let's stay away from there. Okay. Alright, into the skirmishers, into there. Kholek, keep doing your thing, buddy. Ah, crap, my lightning's gonna miss. Okay. Let's Helm of Discord. Drop a Filth Mace, hit the Power Stone. Let's Enfeebling Foe. The Runesmith. Take him out. Okay, perfect. And got these guys over here. Let's move around and into there. Perfect. Cavalry did its job over here. And let's dive in. This is why I like Forsaken. So handy for stuff like this. They're fast infantry and very good against dwarf skirmishers. And they're very, very quick around the battlefield. Alright. Group 2. Actually, just get back up in the air and let's pop these iron breakers. Pit of Shades. And group 1, take out the dwarf lord. There's the blasting charges. Perfect! I think the wrecking of the dwarves is rather complete. Yeah, we got those iron breakers pretty good right there. Alright, so Clan Angrand again defeated. Mostly by my Shaggoth Corps that just got into the middle of them and absolutely pooped on them. In fact, we should go ahead and just heal Kholek coming out of every battle so I don't have to replenish him. Let's clean up some of these fleeing dwarves. Forsaken can run down these iron breakers. And nothing else here really to run down. Or Forsaken can get those guys. We've healed Kholek. So this ought to be pretty good for us. Those iron breakers will get wrecked by the Forsaken, because they can keep up with them. So they'll do some pretty extensive damage. And should pick up some chevrons along the way, hopefully. I get to recruit them with a ton of chevrons, though, so it's not even a big deal. Alright, let's end the battle. So, Clan Angrand. All the dwarf artillery and defensive geometry just cannot save them. Let's see how much favor we picked up from that fight. Not bad. Not bad at all. So Kholek earning some decent favor even when he's not trashing a settlement.
Herald of the Tempest. Despoilers come.
Do I chase these dirtbags down? I don't think I can. They're just out of my range, yes. I can't chase them down. Wait a minute, though. Oh, no, hang on. I'm inside. I can't. Oh, it's because I'm next to the moot. I was like, why can't I move? It's getting annoying. Raise and Revel. That'll give me some replenishment. And then I can't move now after the Raise and Revel, but at least we'll get some replenishment done. So that ended up being a worthwhile adventure. How's Archaean doing on surplus? He's getting along decently on population surplus. For the Horde. Oh, okay, we're in a camp here anyway. It's end of turn. So this was like all the Kholek Sun Eater show today, man. He put an absolute spanking on these dwarves, and it looks like the dwarves going to come out to meet me. And this time I am willing to meet them head on. I'm pretty sure I can destroy them. I'll have a ranged advantage with 4 hell cannons and some defense against gyrocopters as well with the hell cannons. So I will be feeling rather defensible, especially against just one dwarf stack. Rather defensible indeed. So 4 cannons, 2 chariots. I'm pretty sure we can defend ourselves against these Dawi scum. I know, that's a grudging, right?
I'll ignore that.
I'm sure you will ignore it. But you're also an idiot. Alright, so let's... I want to get... Let's move over here. Do some replenishment. And again, the fastest way to do this just be to get all those guys together. I'm trying to think about what I should do. Let's grab that's a decent number of armored infantry. I'm kind of thinking about just getting a couple more Forsaken because those guys are going to be so good at working the flanks and unarmored units. Forsaken are really a very, very handy unit. They're not cavalry, but they're almost as good. All right, the dwarves were actually able to get out into reinforcement. Okay, so yeah, flame cannons, cannons. They have a considerable amount of artillery. I should be able to wreck their cannons with my own hell cannons. 440 range, 420 range. It's very close. I wonder if I fall back if I can try and fight them one at a time. Let's retreat and see what happens. We'll see how I can catch them, if at all. I'd like to catch them outside of reinforcement range for each other just to give me the best case, because I really don't want to lose. Carry out an assassination attempt and picked up an earthing rod. They're not in reinforcement range of each other. Well, it said they weren't. What kind of bullcrap is this? That is a lot of gyrocopters. I really need lightning strike. They're both going to be able to attack me on the end of the next turn anyway, so we might as well fight it. I'm not concerned about their infantry. I'm concerned about what their artillery is going to be capable of doing to me. Their infantry is really unconcerning. Tell you what, let's do. Let's get our infantry lined up. Let's put them clean back here. Should be out of the range of a dwarf cannon. No, they are not. Well, maybe I want to draw the fire of their artillery with my infantry. If we put these guys up there, I definitely don't want Archaeon to take it. I'd rather my chariots not take it either. But if they're not shooting at my hell cannons... Sorry, I'm thinking about this in my head real quick, like how I want to handle this. I think what I'll do is we'll target the dwarf cannons. They're the only thing that can damage me from this way range, and try and take away the dwarf range supremacy. Give ourselves some time to get our chariots and dragon ogres moving out and about. Let's actually put these two in the group, and then that one's all by its lonesome. Okay, let's start the deployment. Okay, you two focus down the cannons. You two focus down the cannons, and then I will manually fire this hell cannon. Okay, there's the cannon right over here. Okay, clean miss by the AI-controlled shot. Get down, get down. Not the best hit, but it'll count. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Okay, infantry group, attack. Okay, got gyrocopters over here. Let's ignore the gyrocopters, just keep moving. I think I'm gonna let my hell cannons continue this fight without manual aiming because I can't focus on it. Okay, never mind. The dwarves are gonna fall back and get all their troops together. Let's let them do so. Let's go ahead and do some manual firing then. Okay, insert. Where's that cannon at? I think it's somewhere over here. Oh, it's way over here. Ooh, pretty good hit. Got a few of those stunties. Let's see how we're doing against the cannons. Okay, that one's not taking near as much damage as it should. And the dwarf cannons are actually getting some decent damage done versus me. Okay, insert. Let's keep trying to kill the cannons. Trollhammer torpedoes coming in as reinforcements. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for it. My hell cannons aren't being nearly as accurate as I kind of feel like they should be here. And with some direct hits like that, I don't really know how the dwarf cannons are not taking more damage than they are. Okay, let's attack with all my infantry. Let's kill the dwarf lord. Okay, you attack those infantry. You two double up there. Okay, chariot, get around the flank. Move around. Our infantry is actually getting savaged pretty badly. The dwarf cannons are just a nuisance at this point and probably not worth my time or attention. Let's start taking out the reinforcements. Let's get to the handgunners first and foremost. Group 2. Take out their lord. You all get over here so they can't throw as many satchel charges on me. The gyrocopters are working some pretty nasty magic on us right now. Our infantry is just getting straight up wrecked by the dwarves, which I don't fully understand. Getting some pretty good hits back here. We got our can though. We lost a chariot over here, so we better get out of this pretty quick. This is not going very nicely at all. We are actually getting the craps knocked out of us by the Dawi. Let's take out the rangers with great weapons. Group these guys so it's easier for me to get to. The gyrocopters are trying to take out my cannons, so let's get back here and slay them. What I'm worried about is that all of Archaon's infantry is going to get wrecked. Get over here, please. Kill the Dwarf Lord. Yeah, we are taking a pretty good savaging here. Those guys hadn't routed yet. Yeah, we are getting pooped on pretty thoroughly. This calls for a special something here. Yes, this is a shameful display on my behalf. Let's do some work with Archaon real quick. Archaon! I'm gonna discord this spot. Let's see if we can do anything out here to help. Okay. We get the gyrocopters off my cannons. Alright, we're getting rid of the dwarf skirmishers. Okay, the chariots. Get away from their guns. Good grief. What kind of range they got? Get into the guns, Archaon. I can still heal Archaon. I got this other chariot back. We can do a lot of damage still with their hell cannons if we can keep the dwarf guns off me. Okay, you will fire at what I tell you to fire at, and nothing more or nothing less. Right into that blob, please, actually. Okay, I gotta keep the leadership up on Archaon. And let's get a regrouped infantry up. Okay, we got these guys off of our hell cannons. Every time we run over, they bring their hell cannon or their gyrocopters up off me. Get over here, kill the gyrocopter. Kill these guys. Okay. What? Archaon routed? Why? I don't really understand why Archaon routed there. I'm pretty irritated. Must be all the gyrocopters. Well, I'm at least going to cause as extensive a damage as I can here to the dwarves. Which won't be enough, but maybe enough to at least be somewhat satisfying. Let's get our sword back up. Let's drop some Helm of Discord, get that Tormentor sword. Archaon, go to safety, buddy. Okay, let's keep using the hell cannons. Okay, right here, target the blob. We're about to chain route everything, but fortunately for me, my hell cannons are, well, they're unbreakable. That's annoying. Like, my leader still had a ton of health, and it was helping me get a ton of work done with the hell cannons. A little bit irritated by this, but, well, losing to the Dawe like this. Yeah, shameful display all the way. Shameful display. Alright, whatever. We'll probably still be able to fall back and do something about it, so at least we killed quite a few of them. I mean, really, their gyrocopters survived there, and some of their cannons. Most everything they had else got pretty shreked. And technically, Archaon and the other guy didn't die. If I can get away to a point where I can replenish. This guy got away with way more troops than it feels like he should have. I mean, the cannons I never touched, nor the organ guns. Grombrindle. Forward gain, so they can move to there. I can't move at all. Yeah, they're gonna get me because I don't think I can retreat. Yeah, I don't think I can retreat. So Archaon, though, finally picks up the skill point that I so badly needed for Lightning Strike. So how convenient. How convenient. Works out in perfect timing. Alright, that is all the time I have for this episode. It's time for me to hop out of here. Appreciate MSI sponsoring the channel. Thank you, my awesome viewers, for being here. Hope you're enjoying the campaign. It will be back soon. click the subscribe. Click on my logo in the bottom right to subscribe if you want to be the first to know about new videos. HeirofCarthage signing out after that last battle. Definitely feeling the shameful display. See you next time.